Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Coaching Seat TV with Toyinda LaShea, where we're all about sitting in our seat of authority so that the kingdom citizens can be infused with the power to dominate confidence, unleash potential, and leave a legacy. Now, this is accomplished through extracting limiting beliefs, distractions, and interferences. I am Toyinda LaShea. I'm a prophetess, a best-selling author, business consultant, master coach, and a threat to hell's kingdom. In this installment, we have back in the studio enrichment coach Char-Michelle McDowell. Coach Char was a part of the first certification program with the Champion Influence program. She is a new author of the book, Just Be It. It's a guide to finding your fit and living with bold intent. Char is also an owner of two businesses, the Brad Collection, as well as the Well Consulting Firm. Her company provides professional and personal development, and she has a main program called Leader Prince. Char holds a master's degree in organizational leadership and developmental consulting. Char, welcome into the studio. I'm so happy to have you back here.
I am so excited to be back here. We had an amazing time last time. I'm looking forward to doing it again today.
Good deal, good deal. Listen, I'm excited about the book, and I want to talk about what made you write the book, Just Be It, Just Be It. What made you write the book?
Listen, really simple. Nothing deep at all. I made a Facebook post back in January. So again, being from Illinois, it's snowing at any given moment and it's freezing cold, right? But I made a Facebook post and I had got up that particular morning, and when I looked out of my window, I mean, the snow was just coming down really lightly, but just like coming down really fast. And as I began to look at the snow, I was like, I'm gonna take a picture. Then I want to take a picture, make a post, and all I was gonna say was, wow, it's really snowing outside. But as I was typing that, an entire word went forth about how nobody asked the snow to fall. It just did it, right? Nobody asked permission to snow to fall on my car. The snow didn't ask for my permission because I have to clean that up, right? It did what it was supposed to do.
Wow.
It was being it. And so I made the connection or the analogy and asked my Facebook friends and whoever followed me, I said, what would it be like if we just be like the snowflake and just be who we would call to be? And so many people, and I didn't even expect it, were just chiming in, Toyinda. And I had one young lady that said, oh my God, this is confirmation. I'm turning in my school application today. And I'm here to tell you today that she's going to be graduating with her master's in social work arena in December. And so that just blessed my heart. And I said, this is more than just a post. It was really encouraging people. And I had one of my sisters, a spiritual sister of mine out of Atlanta, she inboxed me. She said, Char, this is an entire book.
An entire book.
I said, what? And when I started thinking about it immediately, I just started getting downloads. And me and my friends were talking about it. And as we were talking about it, we just ended up getting the framework for it. And there it was. And so I just started the writing process.
Right, and I love this concept of downloads because when you are sensitive to the voice of the Lord, you're sensitive in the spiritual realm, He gives you those downloads to act upon. And I love the activation that you placed on writing the book, because sometimes we allow fear to set in. We say, we're not like this person, we're not like that person, and then the book sits. And so I love that you activated this thing. And we know that champions do the work.
Yes.
This is what we do. We do the work.
Absolutely.
So what made you continue this theme of purpose? There's a lot of topics about purpose. What's unique about purpose as it relates into your book?
Yeah, so I struggled, with purpose. Growing up, I had a great childhood, raised in a church, great friends, went through stuff just like any other kid. But then as I began to grow at the age of 13, I knew I was called. I had a hunger for God, and so you would find me reading my word. As I would go into like my high school years and college years, I just still had that thirst. And I came to the point where I knew I wasn't like everybody else. And not that I was perfect. All my friends' parents like, you need to be more like Char. I'm like, no, you really don't know, but there was something different about me, and I'm like, God, who am I? Right? Good. And so when we talk about people pleasing, when we talk about rejection, when we talk about, just wanting to be affirmed, right?
Come on. You down my street.
I wanted that, and not that I acted out to get it, but I was very sensitive as a child. And so as I began to get in my college years, I would seek God like, who am I? Because I'm tired of being this to Toyinda, and I'm tired of being this to this individual and trying to make people happy. Ooh. I'm tired of it. And so had bought all the books, Rick Warren, about, the purpose-driven life, and, just reading those things, and how do you find purpose? And so it really was born out of wanting to be the me that God created. Absolutely. And then once I got it, because I know I was called to teach and to help others and empower others, I really wanted to walk the journey successfully so that I can help other people, and specifically women. I really have a heart for women. Right. And so I began to seek God and just really the different ways, and so what makes my book unique as it relates to that is my book finishes the conversation that has already been written.
Wait. Your book finishes the conversation.
It finishes. There's many articles, there's many books, journals on purpose that are amazing, right? But I see my book as finishing the conversation as to, but how do I do it? A lot of times we get saved. Right?
Come on through.
We get saved. And then no one tells us like, it's not, your salvation is instant, but then you have to work. No one really tells you that part. You just think it's magical, and all your feelings and, the sin that you want to do, but you shouldn't do, are going to just dissipate. And it's not so. And so, I remember crying out to God saying, Lord, I love you, but why the struggle? Like, why do I keep going back? Why do I keep going back to old habits, old relationships, right? And he said, it's not that you're not delivered, because I just got off the altar.
Come on.
Somebody didn't pray me down. Like, we didn't fasted, consecrated.
And everything.
Everything.
Okay.
Right? He said, it's not that you're not delivered. You have to learn how to now maintain your deliverance. And so it's that maintenance piece. It's that work piece that you have to constantly and continually begin to set things in place so that you don't go back.
Right. So what I'm hearing is that Just Be It is implementation.
Absolutely.
Right? This is not a recommendation. This is implementation. Absolutely. Of maintaining and being in a delivered space, being able to be the best version of yourself, and also live in and be it, right? Live in and walk in that purpose.
Absolutely. I had about 13 or 14 people to review my book before it actually came out. And a lot of individuals said that this is not just a book that you read one time and put on your shelf. It's a reference. This is the type of book that you will go back to a month later, 6 months down the road. Oh, I forgot what the Lord said. This is that book. It's not the Bible, but you will use it.
It's close, right?
It's real close.
Use it,
like the Bible, but it really is used for a reference tool as much and as often as you need it.
Yes. And I'm just excited about this resource, this source, and this is a lived experience.
Absolutely.
Right? This is a lived experience, so we know that it's very rich and robust, and it's not fabricated. This is a real experience. I'm also an educator, right? I'm an educator. I'm also a consultant. I'm a minister. I know the Bible. I understand that there's Bible stories inside of the book that makes the point to just be it. I know in one part of your book you have a framework called IPAD. What is this? What's the significance behind that?
Yeah, so I got downloaded that IPAD, and it simply means identity, purpose, assignment, and destiny.
Identity, purpose, assignment, and destiny.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, break that down.
And so God really wanted me to understand, because a lot of times we use words like purpose, destiny, assignment. We use them simultaneously. We use them, we use them as if they're the same, and they're not. Yeah. They're interconnected, but they're yet distinct. And so I wanted to make sure that every person, every reader that picked up my book understood, okay, what really is identity? Your identity is founded, it's rooted, and it's based in Christ, right? And so it's really the foundation. It's kind of like that plant. It's the root system. Your identity is the root system. And so when I understand who I am, because that identity refers to the who of me. When I understand who I am, and that is my foundation, and those roots go down deep, it stabilizes me. Wow. Right? And so then we move to identity is constant. And so we move to purpose. Purpose is constant. It doesn't change. But we think it changes because, I've changed a career. Or, I was working in a hospital, but now I'm full-time ministry, right? And so purpose really is constant, and it's the essence of who you are. It's at your core of what God called you to be. And then when we move to assignments, going back to that same illustration of, I've moved from working full-time in a hospital into now full-time ministry in a church. Wow. The purpose stayed the same. Why? Because the purpose is I'm helping people.
I love it.
The assignment is what changes. And destiny is really, it's the journey of a thing. Destiny, even myself would think that, the destination, I've landed at a place. But destiny is the journey of, this is destiny right here. Yes. Right? Yes. When we move to our next, that's destiny. Yes. So it's the moments, it's the journey of it. And so I really wanted to break down IPAD and what that means.
Yeah, you did a phenomenal job in this book, and I want to talk more about it in our next broadcast. Yes. And so you've been watching the Coaching Seat TV with Toyinda LaShea. I want you to join us here next week. Hi, everybody. I am Toyinda LaShea, and I'm so excited to share with you 4 services that I provide. The first service is the International Champion Influence Coach Certification Program, where we certify professionals so that they can strategically help others and enter the coaching industry with confidently. The second service is the Champion Influence Coaching and Leadership Curriculum. This is a curriculum that allows individuals to grow and expand their leadership skills. The third service that we provide is the Champion Influence Create Champion Conversations public speaking course. It's a 5-week online public speaking course that helps individuals to become confident and engaging public speakers. And the last service that we provide is the Coaching Seat Continuing Education Platform Membership. This is a membership site that allows fresh and new coaches to strengthen their coaching posture and walk in confidence in the coaching industry.